Hello, everybody. I am Lauren Rosen, team reporter for the 76ers. This is our 76ers and Toyota Military Stars and Stripes sit down. I have two very special guests with me today. Melissa Stockwell, former lieutenant in the U.S. Army and a Team Toyota athlete. She is a three-time Paralympian with lots of stories and wisdom to share. Another person with stories and wisdom to share is Paul Reed, B-Ball Paul, who's in his second NBA season. He was the 58th selection in the 2020 NBA draft. He was the G League Rookie of the Year last season and MVP last season, and one of our 76ers today. Guys, thank you so much for sitting down. I'm really excited about this conversation. And Paul, I want to start with you. I know that you have a connection to the military. I know that your grandfather served. I'm curious, what's your message to folks like Melissa who have served? What do you want to say to people that have served our country?
I want to say thank you, and we appreciate you, and you're amazing.
Paul, we talked about this a little bit before we got started. So I guess like my first formal question that can apply to your grandfather or to Melissa who's here, what do you respect? What do you appreciate about folks who have served? Folks in your life like your grandfather or folks that you've never met?
I respect them a lot because of the bravery it takes to put your life on the line for your country. You feel me? Like, I feel like a lot of people died for America, and a lot of people risk their lives so we can have this freedom. And I appreciate that.
I'm curious why goal setting has been such a part of your success so far, Paul. And then Melissa, I'd love to hear from your perspective as well.
I feel like it gives you something to shoot for. You put something up and you go chase it. You feel me? Like, it gives you like a reason. For me, it gives me like passion. You know, like, I got these goals, like I got to achieve them. I'm big on being successful. I feel like in order to be successful, you know, I need to set goals and keep setting goals, you know, and they need to keep changing, like, because I got to keep achieving them, you feel me? And it just makes me like become even better and better. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, that was my goal, but that was like, I really want to be MVP of the NBA, like in the NBA. That's really my goal. That's my real goal. It seems so far away sometimes, but you know, you gotta stay patient and you know just work your way up. That's what I think. How did you do in your last competition?
So in Tokyo, so I got 5th place at the Paralympic Games. In Rio, I won a bronze medal, so I got a bronze in Rio. But 2 months before I competed in Tokyo, I was on my bike, so I do triathlon, so swim, bike, and run, and flew off my bike and I hit a tree and I actually like broke my back. So I was competing in Tokyo with a back that wasn't great. So I was really proud of my 5th place finish. I was really proud, like, just to be there and competing after that. So changed a little perspective, but I was like living in the moment, and I was really proud to be there.
I'm really curious actually about like getting hurt and then still pursuing the Paralympics for Tokyo. Like what did that look like for you? Why was it so important for you to continue towards that goal of going there, even when you hit some pretty serious adversity?
I think it could have been, so much worse. I had this goal, and I've kind of always been a big like goal setter as well. Even after, losing my leg, it was even like more so. Like I wanted to prove to myself that it didn't matter. I could still like get out there and do the things I wanted to do. And I feel like now I've done even more with one leg than I ever would have done with 2. So, I mean, like, yeah, going to Tokyo, the Paralympics, I qualified, I went, and then obviously never expected to hit a tree, but I mean, I was alive. I could have been dead. I wasn't paralyzed. That could have happened. It was like, all I had to do was rest, which you don't want to do before, the biggest competition in the last 5 years, but I was still able to be there. So you kind of just have to like change your mindset on like, it can always be worse, and why not have these big goals and go for them? I mean, if you don't make them, then you learn something about yourself and you make another goal next time. So there's always something to come from it. So it's always always been a dream, bigger goal getter. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, that's part of life, right? You have to have those downs to make those ups even higher.
That's incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah, injuries are, Paul, have you had any injuries along your like athletic career?
Yeah, I got I got a bad hip pointer, like right as the season was ending, like in college, my junior year, and I never got hurt and had to sit out that many games before. It was only like 3 games, but it hurt so bad. Like somebody just ran into my hip and I set the screen, and like I was in real pain.
So they said that when I hit the tree, they said it's because I hit it on my hip, but it like broke the vertebrae in my back. But they said that it was they compared it to a hip pointer and how painful it was. I mean, it hurts so bad. It hurts. Yeah, and even now, like it's been 3 months and it still hurts like when I touch it. That's no joke. They hurt.
Dang. You hit the tree?
Yeah, I had a tree. Don't recommend it. Trees are hard. Don't hit a tree.
How fast you was going?
Not fast. No, well, maybe like, I don't know, 19 miles an hour on my bike. So I guess fast enough. I mean, I guess that is kind of fast. Yeah. Yeah.
You got any goals now that you trying to pursue?
So Tokyo was the big one, and then that's happened about 2 months ago. And I don't know. I mean, as you know, training takes my days revolve around it when I'm like training towards something that big. And I'm a mom of 2 kids. I got a 4 and a 6-year-old, and right now I'm just kind of enjoying like living, being a mom, and everything that comes with that. But give me another like month or 2, and I'll figure out something to do. I need some down after like such a big event. I need some downtime to try to like figure out what's next. But it'll be something, whether it's athletically or I don't know, maybe I'll climb a mountain or I don't know what, something. Yeah, we'll see.
So when you were in Iraq, you didn't have kids, right?
Nope.
Would you ever like go back and enroll in the Army and like go on a mission?
It's crazy to think that. So when I didn't have any kids. Now that I have kids, it'd be I can't imagine how hard it is to be like to leave for a year at a time, like you leave your family, your kids. That's got to be so hard. I mean, I didn't have that when I was.
A year?
What's that?
A whole year? You said a year?
Yeah, people deploy for a year, sometimes even longer.
Wait,
like
so like it's like a contract, like so.
Yeah,
you go in the Army, you got to give yourself up for like a year.
Well, so you go in the Army for like a minimum of like 4 years. And then if they tell you to be deployed, you don't really have a choice. I mean, that's just what you sign up for. Is okay, you're going to go to war. You can't like tell them no. You just like, you go, like there's no choice. So yeah, I don't know if now that I've lost my leg, I wouldn't be able to have as many opportunities in the military like that if I had both my legs. So I'm happy with my life right now, but always proud to have worn the uniform and to have served for sure.
Paul, as a grandson of someone who served, I'm curious, why is it so important to you to continue giving back to the military and to continue supporting folks that have served?
Because I feel like they deserve it. You know, they go through a lot of, that we don't really know about. Because, we over here in America, we really oblivious to what's going on out there. Like, we don't know that, like she said, her friend got shot, killed in Iraq. We don't really think about stuff like that happening. So I just feel like they deserve like a lot of love and appreciation from us.
We talked also before we started about the military core values, some of the armed service core values of excellence and commitment. And I'm curious what those values mean to you, maybe what they mean to you when you think of service members, but also what they mean to you in your life, in your job as a member of the Sixers.
One word that definitely stands out is commitment. What does it mean for me? Well, it means like you're going to be there every day, giving it your all, 100%. That's what commitment means.
Melissa, what about you? What do those words mean to you, commitment and excellence, but are there other values that have driven you in your career, either in the service or now as an athlete?
Yeah, I think kind of what Paul said, commitment is you show up. I mean, Paul, I'm sure your teammates, like you guys are committed to your team, so you show up like for each other, but also you show up wanting to be the best that you can be together. And you do that when you're committed to something, committed to a goal. I mean, in the military, it was, we wanted to, you know, wear our uniform and make our country proud, but we were committed to that together. And something else I think that's really important, at least kind of in my own life, being in the military and then a Paralympian, is like teamwork. I think teamwork is huge. I mean, for me in the military, I mean, teamwork resonated in like everything that we did. And my teammate or my soldier, I mean, like literally saved my life in, you know, on the streets of Iraq. And then obviously in athletics, I mean, I show up because my teammates are there. They make me want to be a better person, a better athlete. And I mean, I can't say enough about team, just kind of pushing you to be the best you can be. And Paul, I'm sure you see that in your team as well. You want to be there and make each other better to, you know, get those wins and to be even better as a team.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Melissa, I'm curious about your transition from your work in the service to now being an athlete. What was that transition like? And then can you give us just sort of the details of like what your life in athletics is like now and what it's like to be a Paralympian?
Yes, so I lost my leg in 2004 over in Iraq, and I knew that like I was an athlete when I was younger. Like I always wanted to be an athlete again. So learning how to be an athlete with one leg, like as an amputee, but realizing that there was a Paralympic Games that I could, you know, go to and compete on the world's biggest athletic stage, and was medically retired from the Army and was able to qualify for the 2008 Beijing Paralympic Games in the sport of swimming, then turning to triathlon, competing in the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games, and then most recently in the Tokyo 2021 Games. And it's been a wild ride, but it's so fun. And I mean, talk about team. I mean, I couldn't do it without such a team of people around me, not just my teammates, you know, my family. I'm a mom of two. I have a great husband, and with sponsors, I mean, I'm part of Team Toyota, and Team Toyota has really kind of like jumped in and, you know, helped us become the best athletes we can be. And, you know, they were a car company, but so much more than that, just kind of wanting to show us what we're capable of. So it's kind of with that team. I mean, it's, yeah, it's awesome. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for all sorts of people, but athletics is definitely my way of life. I'm proud of it. I love it. And Paul, I'm sure you can appreciate it. You can't, like, you're an athlete. I mean, we're on vacation now and I'm like, I need to get my run in. It's like you just once you have that, it's like you always need it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. About that thrill.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you for sharing your stories. I hope that you guys learned something. I certainly did. Thank you so much for your time.